Hello and welcome back everybody to Reign of Chaos Wrestling. Coming to you live from Buffalo, New York. We are 1 week removed from Thanks for Nothing pay-per-view. And we had 3 out of our 4 championships change hands at Thanks for Nothing. Almost all the titles changed hands except for the Women's Championship. Nikki Bella still the Women's Champion here at Reign of Chaos Wrestling. And we're kicking things off with one half of the former Reign of Chaos Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Cesaro, taking on the former Twitch Champion, Dominic Mysterio, and in his corner, AJ Styles, the new World Heavyweight Champion. Was the Bar, Cesaro, and Sheamus lost their tag team titles to the Colognes, Primo and Epico Cologne. And Thanks for Nothing, we're going to see 2 former Twitch champions go at it here in our opening contest. Cesaro, a 2-time Twitch champion. Dominic Mysterio, the previous Twitch champion. There's Dominic winning alone at Thanks for Nothing without AJ Styles in his corner. And lost the title to Bobby Roode. As Bobby Roode becomes also a member of the 2-time club for the Twitch Championship. The Bar, or at least Cesaro, being singles action here, is Dominic Mysterio, again to kick off the show this week. Of course, Dominic, the son of the legendary Rey Mysterio, is over in General Admission Wrestling with the rest of LAX, involving Bandito, Hernandez, and Rosita. But I guess Dominic wants to have a bit of added assurance or confidence in himself that he can, or at least with having AJ in his corner, that he can still be a top singles competitor. And here we go, Cesaro and Dominic Mysterio. Dominic, Hurricane Rana takedown immediately to Cesaro. And Dominic just laying in to Cesaro here. Cesaro rolling outside the ring. Cesaro, German suplex to Dominic Mysterio. Dominic has the pedigree. Of course, his father being Rey Mysterio Jr. and his grandfather Rey Mysterio Sr. Of course, a distant uncle figure in Eddie Guerrero. Standing moon shooting star press from Dominic Mysterio. And Dominic just upset the Swiss Superman into an overhead belly-to-belly suplex from Cesaro, 2-time, again, Twitch champion, uppercut by Dominic. And speaking of Twitch Championship, that title will be on the line in our main event. Bobby Roode will be defending the title against Dolph Ziggler. And there you see the new World Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles, in the corner for Dominic Mysterio, and Sheamus Introducing a steel chair into the ring. Around the world DDT from Dominic Mysterio. And Dominic is showing off here, and Cesaro knows all about it. Double underhook maneuver here into a slam from Cesaro. Into the neck crank here by Cesaro. For Dominic Mysterio. Cover and a kick out by Dominic. And a knee hit right in the center of the eyes for Dominic Mysterio. Collar and elbow tie up Cesaro, obviously with the strength advantage flying in. A flying corkscrew uppercut from Cesaro. Where we stop, nobody knows. Standing Uranagi from Dominic Mysterio out of the corner into the cover now, and Cesaro kick out by Cesaro. Never would have expected that from Dominic's Arsenal. Standing Uranagi at all. Taking down the arm. Right arm of Cesaro. Dominic going into the cover yet again on Cesaro. 1 count. Again, great positioning for Dominic Mysterio in the singles division. European uppercut from Cesaro. Cover here off the European uppercut. 2 count, and Dominic kicks out. Again, great jockeying for position here for Dominic Mysterio if he can knock off Cesaro. At least in the ranks of being a singles competitor. Ultizeta press from Dominic Mysterio here. Really busted open Cesaro. Now Sheamus distracting the referee. Off the ropes goes Mysterio into another corkscrew uppercut from Cesaro. Cover here by Dominic. Kick out. What a hell of a way to kick off the show this week with Mysterio and Cesaro. Dominic again going into the cover, forcing more kick out from Cesaro. Try to set the exhaustion in. And Dominic is trying to figure out what he can do next to Cesaro here. Cesaro starting to stir into the corner. Dominic not laying his eyes off of Cesaro. And now Dominic going for the 619. Here we go. Move his father made famous, the 619. Springboard into the crossbody, and there's Sheamus distracting the referee yet again. Sheamus playing the insurance policy here for Cesaro. And into the corner. Dominic. Push up top, seated senton. Underhook, springboard crossbody. And a wheelbarrow bulldog. And the momentum is certainly riding high for Dominic right now against Cesaro. Again, another Ultizeta press from Dominic Mysterio. Cesaro keeping control of the waist, or the wrist lock. And Dominic counters back, and now Dominic having to deal with Sheamus there on the apron. Cesaro is looking for a waist lock control, but he still goes for a half Nelson suplex to Dominic Mysterio. Now Cesaro setting Dominic up for the sharpshooter. Almost a Tyson Kidd, but forced to break, and Dominic's hands is right there underneath the bottom rope. Covers and shoots the half into the cover. Cesaro gonna try to pick up the victory. Yes, he pins Dominic Mysterio here. Off the rope break from the sharpshooter. And take a look at the replays here off the European uppercut from Cesaro. Dominic had a hell of a lot of fight in him, but Cesaro was just that much quicker than young Dominic to pick up the victory here in our opening contest. Glad to see that chair did not play a role in this matchup whatsoever. So some potential here for Cesaro to return to the singles ranks. If that is at all possible for Cesaro. Maybe Cesaro could be a 3-time Twist champion in his career. So wait and find out about that. But coming up next, we got ourselves a new face here. Kaylee Ray will be taking on Mickie James here in singles action. Don't go anywhere, folks. Comes Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray, a very accomplished competitor over in the UK scene. Kaylee Ray is take a look here. Kaylee Ray, a former WCPW Women's Champion, former ICW, 3-time ICW Women's Champion, and a World of Sport Women's Champion. She was the inaugural champion over there. Kaylee Ray, I would believe, would be probably one of the most underrated women currently in the world of wrestling. Well, this woman certainly isn't. Mickie James, a legend in our sport. Mickie James willing to test the waters here against a debuting Kaylee Ray. This is not guaranteed that Kaylee Ray will be sticking here with Reign of Chaos Wrestling, as I'm sure she has other commitments to fulfill. There may be some possibility in the future where she will sign with Reign of Chaos Wrestling. Let me take a moment now to plug our developmental promotion, 2KCW, which of course you can check out on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Tubasplat. And Kaylee Ray rolling immediately to the outside. Mickie James not letting her get away. You can check out 2K. Excuse me. You can check out 2KCW over on our YouTube channel. Where the future stars of tomorrow for Reign of Chaos Wrestling will be there. Of course, the current 2KCW champion, Eric Anderson. And 2KCW will be working toward having an inaugural women's champion down there. And then, of course, there's Devin Andrews, the #1 contender for that heavyweight championship. Kaylee Ray with a clothesline to Mickie James. Into the corner goes James. Flying high knee from Kaylee Ray. Waistlock controlled by Ray, not getting any of it. Neither is James. Jockeying for position, these two women are. Forearm and elbows for Mickie James. And now into a side suplex from the legend, Mickie James. Cover here by James, only a 1 count from Kaylee Ray. A lot of international stars we have here in Reign of Chaos Wrestling. Of course, Dave Mastiff and Wade Barrett from England. Also Paige. A German suplex there by Kaylee Ray. Now Kaylee Ray rolls over James into the cover here. And barely a 1 count from Mickie James. Kicking out, back elbow by Kaylee Ray into the STO. Of course, Killer Kelly from Portugal. Trying to list off any of our international stars we got here on our roster. Of course, Prince Devitt from Ireland. So we got, again, a lot of international flavor here in Reign of Chaos. Well, now Kaylee Ray rolling, escaping the ring here from Mickie James. I don't know what this is about. Kaylee Ray's just walking off from the matchup, and I mean, Kaylee Ray can do what she wants, and I guess Mickey's just going to let her take the count-out victory here. Kaylee Ray, I mean, it's not going to make a great impression for the talent scouts in the back if she just walks out of this matchup, but I've never seen this kind of attitude before from Kaylee Ray. This is like very unlike her, but maybe she just feels that she's not signed to a contract, she's just obligated just to walk out of the match here and let Mickie take a count-out victory over her. Mickey's not going to chase haste on Kaylee Ray, and Mickie wins his match by count-out. I mean, we were just getting a great match here, and Kaylee Ray just threw it out the window. Hopefully we'll get some kind of clarification from Kaylee Ray as opposed to why she was walking out of this match from Mickie James, but we'll have to wait and see about that, folks. So next we got UHA Nation taking on the aforementioned Wade Barrett in singles action. Here comes UHA Nation, accompanied by Maria Kanellis. course, representing the deck. Yuha Nation's the jack of all trades in the deck. Of course, Nation was here in Random Chaos Wrestling before, but under a different name. He feels disrespected by that name. That was a name given to him, just like many others here in Random Chaos Wrestling. So instead, going back to his roots of being Yuha Nation. So Yuha Nation looking to go here against Wade Barrett. There's Wade Barrett, a former Twitch champion in his own right, defeated Eli Drake fairly recently at Mosh Pit. Wade Barrett would defeat Eli Drake in a rounds match for the vacant Twitch championship. And Barrett would only go on to hold on to the title for 9 days until Dolph Ziggler defeated him for it. Wade Barrett was even fighting for the world title at one point or another against Kevin Owens when Kevin was the champion at the time. So here we go, Yuha Nation and Wade Barrett. And Yuha Nation out of the gate with a slam into a rolling neck breaker to Wade Barrett. And now a standing suplex by Yuha Nation. Wade Barrett, and Barrett is no small man. This is the freak strength that Yuha Nation possesses. To be able to do that to a man of Barrett's size. So you can see there the takedown from Barrett. Wrenching the shoulder of Yuha Nation over his own shoulder. Nation with a single leg takedown into a Boston Crab here on Barrett. Immediately forced a rope break. At the referee's discretion. Nation now with a gut wrench suplex to Wade Barrett. You can see the ruthlessness coming out now from Yuha Nation into a low drop kick. Into the cover now on Barrett. And the ruthless side of Yuha Nation coming out here as a part of the deck. Big boot by Barrett. In the corner, flying forearm goes Nation. Dragging Barrett to the center of the ring. Going for it again, another gut wrench suplex. The former Twitch champion, and even Yuha Nation's gone at it several times trying to win the Twitch title against the former champion, the champion at the time, Dave Mastiff. Was unsuccessful in challenging Dave Mastiff for the title. Barrett dumped open over the top rope, and now Maria Kanellis. Ooh, referee got to be watching for Maria. This is going to be a disqualification for Wade Barrett's side of things. Now Barrett, the bare knuckle brawler, teeing off here on Yuha Nation. Into a big boot in the corner from Wade Barrett. It's over here by Barrett on Nation. One. Only a one count. I honestly thought he was going to probably get a little bit more than that because he was knocking the bell out from Yuha's head. With a flying elbow from Nation into the kip up. Now Nation's got Barrett up on his shoulders. And hung out to dry on the top rope. Now going for a deep German suplex from GAW Nation. Cover here on the Barrett 2 and kick out by Barrett. Barrett now trying to get momentum going for the big boot again, but Nation able to block it. Talking for position, flying cross body from Barrett. Kick missing. The side suplex from GAW Nation. Cover here by Nation. Only a 1 count from Barrett. Nation just taunting now, but Barrett back up on his feet. Nation has no idea. Into the winds of change. Side slam from Barrett. And Barrett loading up for the bullhammer elbow, but Maria wisely distracting the referee, but Barrett still able to connect with the bullhammer elbow. The knockout blow here for the GAW Nation. 2. No, Nation gets the kick out of the bullhammer elbow. Maria playing her role and doing it well. To buy Nation a bit of time to kick out of the bullhammer elbow. An extra second is probably all that he needed to kick out of the hammer elbow. Blocking the kick. Nation step up into Gary. To Wade Barrett. Cover here by Nation. 2 count and 3. The Enziguri's gonna do it. GAW Nation picks up a victory over Wade Barrett here. Take a look at the replay. It's a big boot from Barrett that caught GAW Nation off guard at one point. Obviously didn't catch him a second time. And we see that deep German suplex from Nation. Great action between these two guys, and there you see the winds of change side slam from Barrett and load him up with the bullhammer elbow, but again the referee was distracted by Maria. GAW Nation GAW Nation picking up the victory over Wade Barrett. And we now move on to our co-main event. We're gonna have ourselves some women's tag team action here, folks. Killer Kelly and her mentor Paige taking on Sasha Banks and the women's champion Nikki Bella. And this is again our co-main event for the evening. Obviously the main event will be the Twitch title on the line as Bobby Roode looks to defend the title, but first we got a little bit of a rematch from Thanks for Nothing here. Don't go anywhere. Coming out first is Paige, former #1 contender for the women's championship. So now awaits her protege, Killer Kelly, coming out right behind her. dangerous duo Paige and Killer Kelly make. That is for damn sure. I think their opponents at hand, Sasha Banks and Nikki Bella, can fend them off. And here comes Sasha Banks, a former GAW Wrestling Women's Champion. I was actually just thinking about this today, about how Sasha Banks is a former Women's Champion. She won the title at Hell on Earth in 2017 in a triple threat match, again involving the champion currently and at the time, Nikki Bella and Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte thought she had the match all won. And Charlotte thought she had both the other competitors down and out. And Sasha Banks was able to go into the cover on Nikki while Charlotte was basically filling her own ego, and Sasha won the title at Hell on Earth. And of course, you can watch that show in full on our YouTube channel. You can look for the playlist for the previous iteration or earlier seasons. But here comes the Women's Champion, Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella, one of the most dominant champions here in GAW Wrestling. Ever since we relaunched, she has not lost a title yet. She's been defeated a couple times, don't get me wrong. Mostly by Maria Kanellis. Taking 2 losses to Maria. Otherwise, Nikki did lose 1 round in the rounds match at Breakout against Jordan Grace. But otherwise, Nikki Bella has been one dominant champion. And whoever is going to be able to knock off Nikki Bella has large shoes to fill in terms of being a women's champion. Starting things off here, Banks and Paige. Sasha going to work here on Paige into the side Russian leg sweep. Now Sasha is not letting up on Paige, but now Paige gaining advantage of the match. Jawbreaker by Sasha rather. Into the takedown. The head scissors from Sasha. Sasha now making the tag. In comes Nikki Bella into this tag team match, tag team co-main event. Elbow right to the top of the head of Paige. And Paige running roughshod of the women's division here. And GAW Wrestling, and Mickie James wanted an ounce of revenge or to stand up for the women's division, and we all saw what happened there. And then Paige still running roughshod of the division. Mickie now working the neck of Paige here. Nikki Bella looking for a power bomb of sorts to Paige into the buckle, the top turnbuckle. And Paige was reaching out for Killer Kelly to make the tag. Not sure what Nikki was looking for there, but a backbreaker gets for her effort. Tag made. Here comes Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly does own a victory over Mickie James that we saw earlier. There's Kaylee Ray. Monkey flip out of the corner goes Nikki to Kelly. Left roundhouse kick, calling an elbow tie up, and Kelly actually getting the advantage and a running high knee takes down the champion. First we saw Sasha and Kelly go at it at Thanks for Nothing. Kelly is still 0-2 against the Boss. Trying her into the corner. Tag made. Here comes Sasha. And Kelly with his sharp elbows right into the abdomen and a roundhouse kick to Killer Kelly. Or to Sasha Banks from Killer Kelly. Kelly makes a tag in. Here comes Paige. He's working the arm of Sasha Banks here. And of course, the history between Sasha and Paige is the whole reason why Paige stepped up to be the bully, essentially, in the women's locker room. And put Sasha Banks on the shelf for a little bit. Match that should have been ruled as a technical knockout. Paige going for the page turner here after a series of elbows into the corner. Paige not electing not to go into the cover. Immediately going for the Rampage DDT. She connects with the dead center of the ring. Paige now into the cover on Sasha. One, and Nikki breaking it up. Kelly's got the jab up on her shoulders. Just going, stretching out the champion. Now our attention turns back to Paige and Sasha. I don't think Sasha's gotten back in the ring yet with Paige since their last encounter. Again, that match that should have been ruled a technical knockout. Because Paige delivered a series of elbows in the corner to Sasha and then immediately went for the PTO and got the win by submission, but it should have been a different kind of ruling, at least that's in my opinion. Sasha in the wrong part of town right now. And hung up on the bottom rope. In the corner, tag made. Double team maneuver coming in here for Paige and Killer Kelly just throwing Sasha right into the turnbuckle. To a power slam position. Snake eyes from Kelly. And Sasha now just trying to crawl and make her way over to the champion. Nikki Bella, but Kelly not able to make it. And now Nikki just teeing off here on Kelly. Back elbow by Kelly. Sliding out the back door goes Nikki into the Bella Buster to Killer Kelly. And there's that forearm, that hard right forearm from Nikki Bella. Of course, that follows up immediately with the Rack Attack 2.0 to Killer Kelly. Nikki now rolling into the cover. Is this going to be enough to put away Killer Kelly in this tag match? Yes, Nikki and Sasha pick up the victory. As you can see, that Paige was not even willing to go and save her partner and protege. Just kind of goes to tell you what kind of mentor that Paige is for Killer Kelly. Let her take all the punishment and maybe be left none the wiser. Sasha and Nikki Bella pick up the victory here in our co-main event as our main event rolls on for the Twitch Championship. comes Dolph Ziggler, who we haven't seen in some time. Dolph Ziggler getting a shot at the Twitch Championship. We haven't seen Ziggler in quite some time, in almost a better part of over a month now. We haven't seen Ziggler, but he's on a 2-match win streak, so maybe that will continue and he could become a 3-time Twitch champion here if he could defeat Bobby Roode. Speaking of Bobby Roode, here is the glorious Twitch champion, Bobby Roode. He's going to grace us with his presence and make his way down to the ring. The glorious Bobby Roode in his second reign as the Twitch champion, as mentioned earlier. Bobby Roode did defeat Dolph Ziggler in order to win his first Twitch championship, and Bobby Roode did defend the title successfully once against Eli Drake, and would lose it to Ace Austin. So hopefully this reign will go better for Roode than did his first. Of course, the first defense is always the hardest, but since he's done it before, he can most certainly do it again. Bobby Roode looking to retain the Twitch title here in our main event. Main event underway, and here we go. Ziggler and Roode, collar and elbow tie-up, side headlock by Roode. Keeping control. Now into the side headlock from Ziggler. For Ziggler, a very accomplished amateur wrestler from Kent State. And several records there. Off the ropes and the spinning power slam from Roode. Dodging the kick, Ziggler. Sending Roode into the corner. And now Ziggler with a side suplex of his own into the kip up. And this match is not slowing down. This match is going 100 miles an hour here, folks. Off the ropes goes Ziggler, duck under from Roode, into the back elbow from Bobby Roode. This match was starting slow with a little bit of chain grappling, and it hit immediate 198 miles an hour. Up and around the world to world DDT from Dolph Ziggler. Taking down Bobby Roode. Off the ropes again. Leapfrog from Ziggler. Duck under. This drop kick right into the face. Barely any room to breathe. Between the boot and on the ropes from Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode snap mare. Into the rolling neck snap. Ziggler up into the corner. Ziggler now just laying on an assault on Bobby Roode. Hung up in the tree of woe, and Ziggler going for any kind of advantage that he can. Into the Twitch champion. Shoots the half into the cover. become a 3-time champion. Ziggler immediately just pulling Rude up off the canvas to prove any kind of point. I don't know exactly, but I guess whatever floats Ziggler's boat. And Rude now hung up by the bottom rope, courtesy of Dolph Ziggler. And now into the submission here. Rude able to roll over, escape the submission attempt by Ziggler. Into the turnbuckle, both men go. Rude dumped up over on the apron. Rude fighting his way back in. Finding a scary position, looking for a Death Valley driver of sorts from Bobby Roode. Can't say I'm familiar with seeing that in Roode's arsenal, a Death Valley driver. A double axe handle from Bobby Roode to the center of the back of Ziggler. And now into the spine buster, softening up Ziggler, floating over to the cover here by Roode to retain the title, kick out by Ziggler. There's almost an argument to be made that Ziggler cannot have a bad match with anybody. As Bobby Roode hits him with the glorious DDT. Again, floating into the cover here, retain the title. No, Ziggler kicks out. Elbow into the abdomen or right above the waist into the famous from Dolph Ziggler. Rolling Rude onto his back off the famous cover here by Ziggler. 2 count. Rude kicks out. Now Ziggler maybe looking to put this match away. Become a 3-time champion. The most of any titles. The zigzag by Ziggler, cover here on the Bobby Roode to win the title, kick out by Roode. Both men hitting each other with their best shot. And it's not enough yet. Jawbreaker by Roode into the clothesline. Bobby Roode into the knee drop. That's a knee drop into the cover by Roode. Kick out at 2. Into the takedown from Ziggler. Roode's forced to roll outside. Ziggler not just mocking the crowd here. Another clothesline by Roode. Bobby Roode, one of the smoothest technicians in wrestling now. Catch suplex. He was looking to go into the bridge off that, but knew that Ziggler's feet were close to the ropes, so he pulls him away. Cover here by Roode regardless. Kick out by Ziggler. And now Roode looking again to put his match away, looking for possibly a second glorious DDT, and he does hit it again. Cover here by Roode. 3. Bobby Roode retains the Twist Championship. So Bobby Roode, in a streak of 1 for right now, is able to retain the Twist Championship. Roode can successfully retain the title 4 more times. He earns himself receives the option to cash in the Twist Championship for a world title opportunity. And that has only been done successfully now by Dave Mastiff. And Mastiff came up short to Prince Devitt at the Autumn Rumble. Bobby Roode is still the RCW Wrestling Twitch champion. And it's all said and done. Thank you everybody so much for watching. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe so you don't miss any kind of action for RCW Wrestling. And of course, come on over to our Twitch channel where you can watch the show live as it happens. So drop a follow there. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you right here next week on the Strike